Hey everyone. So this is going to be a different video than my normal type of content. It's, as the title says, an update, and I don't want to drag this out into an unnecessarily long 30-minute video, so let's just get right to it. There are going to be some changes to the channel moving forward. The first is what you're seeing right now, me. You're going to start seeing more of me as I am going to start transitioning to Facecam for my videos moving forward. I have found that with the channels that I watch, I am more likely to actually pay attention, and I typically enjoy them more if they have a face to the voice on screen. Now, it won't be that all of my videos coming out from now on will only have me in front of the camera with no other visuals. This is not a get ready with me. I'm going to still include related material on screen and some stock footage and things like that. But I want to go back to an older style of how I did my videos in the past, with more animations and better visuals other than just semi-related stock footage taking up like 90% of the video. Granted, stock footage will still be there because it is useful for me, but it also takes away a lot of the personal character that I feel makes a channel unique. Also, I do need to point out that it may be obvious that I'm reading from a teleprompter right now, so if I seem rigid or weird, bear with me since I'm still learning it, and it will get better. Secondly, I am launching a new Patreon in the coming weeks. I have been brainstorming ideas for it for the better part of 6 months now, and I wanted it to include unique perks that don't just feature the same thing that every other Patreon has. There will be a few common things offered, such as your name in the credits and early access, but also there will be perks that I really think and hope that those who join will enjoy and get their money's worth. And now to take a quick break to talk about today's sponsor, Honey. Just kidding. I am also going to finally start making content for my second channel. I won't be surprised if many of you aren't even aware that I have one, since I have posted a grand total of nothing to it since its announcement. But it's going to be what I view as a true passion project of mine. This channel, the one that you're watching right now, is my full-time job. And it does come with a certain amount of unwritten regulations with it, such as not deviating too far from what my channel's genre is, which is primarily true crime or like darker content. With the second channel, I will have the benefit of it not being genre locked. An example being, in one video I could very well be talking about something true crime related, but the next I could be talking about a conspiracy theory. And the next I could be talking about a video game. Another could be about an event or a story that, while interesting, has very little to do, or possibly nothing to do, with crime. It's going to be in a traditional documentary style format, but as for the topic, think of it as a blind box. You never really know what you could get out of it. And lastly, I am working behind the scenes to make new merch. I don't have anything concrete in terms of when it's coming out, but I can say that it will at least be before the summer. I will not only be making shirts and hoodies, but also things that I myself would want from a channel, like accessories, enamel pins, mugs, beanies, and honestly a lot more. It's really beyond simple to just get a plain shirt and slap my logo on the chest and call it a day. But I find that shit really lazy. I also plan on keeping the prices fair. Most everyone that I know is strapped financially right now, and I can't in good conscience sell a hoodie for like $100. So I am finding a delicate balance to have like great quality merch, but at an actual reasonable price. And this is where I could have just ended this video. You got the overall idea and can just go on about your day. But I could have just made a community post about this in far less words. The other reason I am making this video is because I want to give everyone an explanation on the state of this channel and why I am suddenly making so many changes. The truth of the matter is, I started this channel out of a passion for wanting to make content and being enamored with YouTube and the creators that came before me, that drew me in with their ability to be funny, entertaining, engaging, and real. I've been watching YouTube since 2006. I still remember the first video that I ever watched was a Smosh video. And from there, I watched more of not only their content, but similar channels like Live Lava Live, Shane Dawson, before he was a problem, Ray William Johnson, Grace Helbig, Rooster Teeth, and Jenna Marbles, just to name a few. All of these creators not only entertained me, but they did something that impacted me much deeper. I remember an overwhelming feeling that I needed to do what they were doing. Not so much their type of content, but being a YouTuber. It's really silly and borderline cringy saying that out loud, but it's true. I had such a strong desire to have an audience on this platform, and that desire refused to go away. I wanted to captivate people with my own unique personality and engage with not only other creators, but my audience as well. And strangely enough, now that I have an audience, I so rarely do it because of the politics of social media. I mean, we've all seen it, where a creator says something that could be wildly misinterpreted, and boom, there goes your reputation. And when it comes to having an online career, your reputation is easily the most important thing. You damage that and you are fucking done. All of us have seen this in one way or another with a channel, and that possibility of damaging my own caused me to become a recluse with engaging with all of y'all. For those who have been here since the early days, you will no doubt remember that I used to respond to every comment. And while I can't do that now due to the sheer amount of them, and while I am grateful for this, it makes me sad that I can't. Hell, it's why I made a Discord server to engage with hundreds if not thousands of people at the same time. But that went out the window when I started hearing of other channels getting caught up in drama on their own servers, and again, due to the worry of damaging my brand, I ditched the server. Something that I honestly still have regrets about to this day. If you're noticing a pattern here of me starting something, overthinking, and then backing out, it's because that's exactly what I've done in the past. It's got even worse for me when ironically this became my job. They say that the best way to ruin a hobby or a passion is to turn it into a job. And in my experience, there is merit to that. However, I feel that I am in a unique position where, yeah, this is both my job and my passion, but I am able to dictate how this job goes. I don't have a boss. I can't get fired. The only things that could seemingly cause me to no longer do this is either if YouTube spontaneously deleted my channel, or if I simply quit. And after the year that I had in 2024, me quitting was almost a reality. That may come as a shock to many, but I went through a lot last year. Hell, in 1 month, my dog unexpectedly died. I was blindsided and then pulled into the Mama Max drama that affected not only me, but several friends, some who were very close to him, as I'm sure many of you know all about that whole story. And there were some other personal things that happened to me, stuff that I won't go into here, but it resulted in me going into a pretty deep depression for several months. Combining those things with some ventures that I was taking on behalf of this channel to help it in the long run, it all pulled me away from doing the one thing that I wanted and now needed to do, which was to make content. But my videos were very much sticking to a tried and true method that I knew worked and that everyone in the community and the algorithm seemed to enjoy. The only problem with that was that my creativity was taking a backseat to make room for what I knew worked and what paid the bills. You see, YouTube has a lot of rules and guidelines in place, and many for good reason, but these rules that are set in place can sometimes dictate how your creativity is expressed. Some of these rules make sense. Not being able to show straight up murder makes sense. Not being able to say fuck in the first 10 seconds of the video, not so much. But I'm not here to bitch and complain about YouTube's rules and regulations. Enough people have done that, and there are probably going to be about 100 more videos of people complaining about it by the end of the month. But getting back on topic, this becoming my job has essentially become a dream with a slight handicap. While I am still fortunate enough to love my job and the fact that I get to do this, what I don't love is that I have had to sacrifice my creativity for fear of derailing my channel. I remember when I first started making videos, I was equally scared as hell and beyond excited. When my channel was small, I had free range to do and try anything and see what worked and what didn't. It wouldn't matter if something I did could be seen as cringy or in bad taste, or if it would make someone click off my video. I was lucky to get 50 views in a week back then. But even then, and still to this day, my passion and desire to make content is just as strong, if not even stronger now that I have an audience and an ever-growing community. So I have made the choice that going forward, I am going to start doing the things I want to do with my videos. I am going to try out new things. Some may work and some may not. But I am honestly just so tired of doing the same old thing. While my content and the genre will still be what everyone loves here, the delivery and the ways of telling these stories will be changing. For those of you who stay and continue watching, thank you. I am forever grateful for all of you. For those who decide that these changes do not resonate with them, and if they decide to leave, then I am thankful for the time that you stayed. So, that wraps this update video up. Thank you for taking the time to watch it. And a new video is coming out next week that I am very excited about, and I hope you are too. And to blow the dust off my old outro line, stay safe out there, friends. Good night.